Hello and welcome to Kingdom Purpose News, the show that is dedicated to bringing you all the news that's happening within the kingdom. I am your host, Gwen Goolsby Tillery. I'm excited to have you here for this first episode. I want to spend just a few seconds, minutes, talking to you about the format of the show and the goal of the show. So the goal of the show is simply to bring to you kingdom news, to let you know what's happening within the kingdom. And it's going to be broken down into a couple of segments. So the first segment is going to always be focused on new music, new things that are happening within the kingdom as it relates to entertainment, upcoming events, which it can include concerts, conferences, and those kinds of things. Then I'm going to follow up with the guest spotlight. Yes, the Kingdom Spotlight. And the Kingdom Spotlight will be highlighting different people within the kingdom that are doing positive things and making an impact, a positive impact in the kingdom. So then we're going to roll to Kingdom News, KPTV News, and we're going to talk about what's new with KPTV, some of the things that might be happening with specific shows, some new shows that might be coming out, and then we're going to end each week with a 2-minute inspiration from me. And so that's what the show is about. It's just to really let you know what's going on in the kingdom, to highlight people, and to have some fun also. So let's start off with Kingdom News. So this week, I want to highlight two women gospel artists that are amazing and doing some great things within the kingdom. The first one is Tasha Cobbs Leonard. She just released a new single. Well, actually, it's a new release, but it's not a new song. She has just released a new version of Lift Every Voice and Sing. Yes, she has done a remake of the classic Lift Every Voice and Sing. And in Tasha Cobbs Leonard's style, she does an amazing job with it. The vocals are on point, as well as the instrumentals. Listen, we've heard a lot of people sing this song or try to sing this song, and they can do too much with it, too little. They just miss the mark. But like I said, she is on point with it. So when you get a chance, go check that out. Also, I just want to let you know, beyond what she's doing with that, she was just awarded a plaque by Billboard for the Gospel Artist of the Decade. That's right, not the year, but the Gospel Artist of the Decade. And if you have listened to some of her music lately, you could understand exactly why she would be deserving of that honor. She has just been releasing some great music for the last decade. So congratulations and kudos to Tasha Cobbs Leonard for all that she is doing. And so the next person is Jekalyn Carr. Jekalyn Carr has just released her new single entitled My Portion. She says that this song is just about letting people know how God can move in your lives, especially in this present day. This young lady, I tell you, she just does not stop. She's been in the game. She's still so young, but she's been in the game for a long time, and she's always releasing something new and always doing some great things. She just also recently was inducted into the Women's Songwriters Hall of Fame in Washington, D.C. And as if that wasn't enough, she also has just released a cosmetics line, which is called Jekalyn Beauty. She released her debut fragrance along with that. And she just finished hosting back in August the 36th Annual Stella Awards, which aired on BET. She's like one of the youngest to ever host or co-host the Stella Awards. So congratulations to Jekalyn Carr on all that's going on. with the new release, with the cosmetic line, with the induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and also for your hosting of the Stellar Awards. You are doing some amazing things. Just keep it up. So that is your Kingdom News for this week. So up next, we have our first guest for Kingdom News. When I thought about who my first guest was, I'm going to be honest, I was kind of all over the place at first. I'm like, I don't know who to bring on. Who should I bring on? And then it hit me. Who else would I bring on other than the founder and CEO of KPTV and KPTV Radio? So, our first guest, I have the honor of interviewing the first guest for this show, and it is none other than our own Bishop Vernon Matthews. And thank you for tuning into this first episode of Kingdom News. I am your host, Gwen Goolsby Tillery. I am excited. It's been a while that we've been planning this. And so finally we are kicking it off. And who better to start it off than our own founder, CEO, Bishop Vernon Matthews as the first guest. Excited to have you on. Excited about all that is happening with KPTV as well as KPTV music radio station. So let's just get right into it. First of all, how are you? How's things going? How is your summer?
Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. I enjoy the summertime. We go out and do a lot, and so everything is good. We've been enjoying everything that God has been doing with KPTV and KP Radio, and we're just looking for some great things to come in the future.
Good, good. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Mhm.
Who is Vernon Matthews? You know, this guy who started KPTV.
Well, I am married. My wife Tamara and we have a 14-year-old son, Declan. And really, the KPTV was really started out of necessity. It really wasn't started because this is something that I plan to do. I oversee some churches in the Hampton Roads area, and a lot of people know one of our churches was banned from Facebook from a post that somebody else put on their Facebook page. They didn't even post it. And they were banned for 90 days. And God just spoke to me and said that we never wanted to be in that situation again. And this is how we started KPTV. And it's just been a blessing. It has been absolutely taking off like a rocket ship. And it is something that God has ordained. He has blessed it. And it is really on him. And so we're just excited about it. And that's who we are. And we're real simple. This is what we do. It is my job. I believe it's my calling to serve pastors and to serve ministers and to help them get that message out to the world.
And you've been doing an amazing job at it. The growth for KPTV has been absolutely amazing. You know, God has to be in the midst of it because when you first kicked off, how many programs did you have? Do you remember?
Yes, we started out with 7. We started out with 7 ministries on the network, and really never thought it would be more than that. We never advertised for more. We never thought it would be more. It was just 7. And what happened is so many people, ministries started looking at those ministries and they started contacting us. And then our team was just like, look, I think there's a avenue for this. I think there's a lane that's not really being tapped out as far as someone who has the ministry at heart and not just about making money, but about getting the kingdom message to the world. So we had 7 is what we started with.
Wow. And do you know how many are currently broadcasting?
Well, while we're talking, it may be some more adding. So it's forever growing. But I think between radio and TV, we're over 200 now.
Wow.
Ministries that are on our network, and like I said, by the time this air, I don't even know. It may be even more than that.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know the inquiries are constantly coming in.
Yes.
I guess I found out about KPTV through some advertisement on Facebook.
Hmm.
One of the things that impressed me was, as you said, I felt that it was really about kingdom business,
Hmm.
and not the business of making money.
Right.
One, because of the pricing. The pricing was just like unbelievably low. I was just like, this can't be for real. This
Right.
like
Right.
must be an introductory rate. They gonna get you, and then they gonna like triple the price.
Yeah.
And that hasn't happened. You really, really maintain that those fees and that pricing, which is absolutely like unheard of
Hmm.
in the industry. So that was one of the things that I was really drawn to at first, because of course we got to be realistic. Not everyone has the funds and the finances to put out hundreds of dollars a month to get their ministry out there, especially in the beginning.
Hmm.
But the other thing that really impressed me was our initial conversation. I actually spoke with you when I called.
Uh-huh.
And when I spoke with you, I just said, wow, he really has a servant's heart. He
Mm.
really wants to serve and just do God's work and build up the kingdom. And so that was the other thing that I was really impressed by, and that hasn't changed one bit. Your goal in your heart is truly to be able to serve and to have a lane and an opportunity for people to be able to spread the gospel and the good news. So that is always exciting, and it is so much needed in this day and age.
Mm. Mm.
So yes, so 1 year in, and we just celebrated the 1 year anniversary, and
Yes.
that was really, really great. We had some great speakers, and
Yes.
we had some ministers that came and sung, and it was just a really, really good weekend. We actually did the 1 day conference, which was
Yes.
also
Yep.
exciting. It was just a really, really good week. And again, all that's happened in just a year, God is definitely in the mix of it. So tell us about some things that are new for KPTV, some things that might be on the horizon.
Well, it's so much going on. We're always releasing to different platforms. The KPTV. There are a couple in the works that we're working on now, that we're going to release here in the next few months. Some that people will know. We've just now received our license for KP Radio as well to play music. So we're excited about that. We just started a lineup at 10 o'clock at night on Kingdom Purpose Radio where we're playing music from gospel rap to hymns and old school gospel. So that's some of the things that we're excited about. We're redeveloping our KP radio so that they can have their own app as well. So there's a lot of things that are coming up on the horizon. I tell people all the time, just stay tuned. Get on our Facebook page, get on our Instagram, and just stay connected because there's so much in store that's coming up for KPTV.
So you said stay connected. Can you share for those who might be new, who might catch this, the different ways and the different platforms that people can actually stay connected, and actually be able to tune into KPTV programs?
Yes. Well, to stay connected, our Facebook page is a way to stay connected. Downloading our Kingdom Purpose TV app is a great way to stay connected. The way you can get that is just to go on your mobile device and just put in your app store Kingdom Purpose TV. You'll see our logo and you can download our app that way. To watch us, you can watch us, of course, on KingdomPurposeTV.com, but you can also watch us on Roku, Amazon Fire. You can watch us on Apple TV. You can watch us on the Faith Channel. That is a channel that is just dedicated for Christian content. You can also watch us on Cross TV. It's another channel that's just dedicated for Christian content. You can watch us on Live Channel TV. That's another subscription base. Pro platform. And then now we just released on demand. You can watch us on Apple, has a video podcasting. We get a ton of people that watch over there. It has quickly become the second place that people watch us. So if you have a Apple device, you can just go and search Kingdom Purpose TV, and then you can also hear us on iTunes. We'll be releasing the iHeartRadio, where you can listen to the messages on iHeartRadio probably within the next 30 days. That'll be available. You'll be able to listen to us on TuneIn Radio as well within the next 30 days. And so we're always expanding. We're always thinking of ways we can increase the viewership for our ministries that are on our network, because I think that's what our God has called us to do.
Wow. Okay. So you just named at minimum, I lost, there were so many, I lost count. But you just, at minimum, you named 8 different platforms where people
Yes,
can be able to watch
yes.
Kingdom Purpose TV. That is absolutely amazing to have made that much progress again in only 1 year's time. So we know you must be working extremely hard to make that happen
Yeah,
because I, I'll just say this. I, at one point, had an interest in doing something similar.
right.
And I said, had an interest because it's a lot of work.
It's a
It's a lot
lot of work.
involved. And
A lot
so
of work.
for the broadcasters, whether it be on the TV network or whether it be on the radio, listen, you've got to appreciate this guy and all that he's doing to open up these various platforms for us to be able to get our ministries out there. That's a lot. And again, in case someone is tuning in and they don't know all the details, what are the fees again?
Well, we started out, when we started out, it was $80 a month is what we started, because we only had so many and we had to cover the cost. And it's very expensive to broadcast at the level that we broadcast at. So we dropped that breakdown once we got to 100 broadcasters. We dropped it down to $60 a month. And then when we got more broadcasters, we're currently at $40 a month. It is $10 to broadcast for every 30 minutes. That's $40 a month. And we started something called the 10-minute word break. And the reason we did that was because you had a lot of ministries who were new to TV and they just didn't know how to get their feet wet. And so we said, well, let's develop something that was even though the $10 is you can't find that rate anywhere for as many platforms that we're on, but we still wanted to make something that didn't require a lot of technical know-how or require a lot of content that you had to already have. So we started that, and that is $5 per 10-minute slot. So that is $20 a month for that. And so in the radio, which is kicking off tremendously now, is $5 per 1 hour of radio. So we try to make this as low as we possibly can, and to expand as we can. And the more people that come on, the more we're allowed and able to do.
Well, let me just say again, you're not trying, you're absolutely doing it.
Bless God.
Again, I looked into it. I looked into, broadcasting on other platforms, and those fees were easily, $100
Yep.
for a
Yep.
30 minutes,
Yep.
$100 for a 30-minute episode,
Yep.
not $10,
Yep.
$100.
Yep.
So you are absolutely doing it. And again, it speaks to your intention to really being able to provide a platform where people can come and share their ministries. So, one of the other things that we were able to launch or begin the process of launching during the anniversary was the partnership program.
Yes. Yes.
And that kind of ties in with what you just said, because I know it is your heart's desire to keep pricing and fees at a very minimal cost.
Yep.
And so, explain a little bit more about the partnership program.
We're excited about it. And with our partnership program, we have just put in for our 501c that should be coming back here shortly. And because we wanted that to be a springboard for us, there is so much more that I want to do for our ministries that are on our network. I want to take them to satellite. I want to take them to cable. I want to expand as much as we can, but I want to keep it so that the rate does not get out of hand. And we don't ever want to go up if we don't have to, and we don't see it in the future. So we're asking people who are being blessed by these ministries on our network to be a blessing to Kingdom Purpose TV, to become a kingdom partner, so that we can then take this even further than what we're doing now. We want to be the place that people come to when they want to hear a word about the kingdom, and they want to hear a word for the Lord. So we're looking for people that will partner with us, and this is what the partnership program is about. There's so much benefits that we're going to be giving you as you become a kingdom partner. And you can go on our website and get all of the information on that, kingdompurposetv.com, and click on the Become a Partner tab, and you'll see what we're doing. And so if you're out there and you're listening, become a kingdom partner. Pray about it, because it is something that we're going to use to then expand the kingdom message to the world.
Yes, absolutely become a partner. The cost associated with becoming a partner, again, is very minimal. I believe it starts as low as $5, and the most expensive one is $25 or
Yes.
more. So again, we're not looking for large amounts of money, but every single bit that is donated toward the partnership program is just going to enhance more and more what's able to be done through KPTV.
Yes.
So if you like what you've seen and you want to keep it going, truly consider becoming a partner. And again, you can check out that information on the website.
Yes.
Good, good. So anything else you want to share with us?
Well, just I would just like people to know to keep tuning in, keep watching us, seeing what we're doing. We're about kingdom business. We're kingdom minded, and we want to continue to be a blessing to this world by exposing our broadcasters to as many people that need to hear this message. That's what we're doing. That's our purpose. It hasn't changed, and it is more and more on fire in my heart that we can just continue to reach the masses for Christ.
Amen. So if somebody wants to get their ministry on, what exactly should they do?
It's real easy. Just go on our website, kingdompurposetv.com, hit the tab that says Join the KP Family. Once you hit the tab that says Join the KP Family, you'll see all of the information that you can possibly want to know about how to go about broadcasting your network. We'll be glad to have you. We have so many different forms of ministries that are on. They have talk shows. We have plays and just so many different things that are on. And I believe that it is a good place for people to come if they want to partner with a network whose mindset is exposing our broadcasters and our ministries to as many people as possible for the kingdom of God.
Amen. Yes. So listen, like I said, there's no way I could have started Kingdom News without starting out with the CEO and the founder, the visionary behind KPTV radio as well as KPTV. And so I am grateful and I'm thankful that you joined me for this first episode. So I'm grateful that I saw that ad and connected with KPTV. I'm looking forward to all that God is going to do in the near future and down the road, because I know bigger and better is coming. Although it's really good now, I'm expecting even better in the future. So thank you for joining us, and you might be back on soon.
No problem. Anytime you need me, you just call me.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Thank
Thank you, Bishop Vernon Matthews, for that interview. So now we're going to move on to KPTV news. So, as we just talked about in the interview, KPTV has launched its partnership program. And you know what the partnership program is. You understand the purpose of the partnership program. Once again, the goal is to be able to bring programming that is going to be a blessing to the kingdom. One of the things that I love, like I said, about KPTV is that all the fees are very nominal. And with the support of our partners, we can continue to expand the network, add on additional networks, and be able to keep the pricing reasonable. And so if you would like to become a partner, you can go to the website, but I just want to give you a little bit more about the partnership program. So there are a couple of levels. The first level is the ministry partner level. And like I said, it's very nominal fees. So the ministry partner level is any donation between $5 and $10. And then the next level is the vision partner. If you want to become a vision partner, it is between $11 and $25 for your monthly donation. And finally, if you want to become a Kingdom partner, it is a donation of $25 or more on a monthly basis. What's going to be included? Well, what are you going to get besides being able to watch KPTV, right, if you become a partner? So as a partner, you will be able to participate in our monthly prayer calls. You will be able to receive the book of the month. You'll be invited to participate in our leadership programs, and you'll also be able to attend our annual Kingdom Conference, which we're praying and believing by next year will not be virtual, but will be in person. You'll be able to attend as a partner for a significant discount. And so those are just a few of the perks and privileges of becoming a Kingdom partner. So I really hope that you consider joining us and becoming a partner so that we can keep the great things happening on KPTV. So you also heard about the licensing for music. That is so exciting. So what that means is for the people who have radio shows, now they have the opportunity to be able to include music in their programming. I'm so excited about that. Also, we have a new program. Let me make sure I have the information right for you. I do not want to get it wrong. So, starting September 4th, Vernon Matthews himself will be doing In His Presence every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this music is music that the goal is just to be able to usher in the presence. And so you will be able to check that out on Kingdom Purpose Radio every single Saturday at 10 p.m. So check that out. Also, there will be licensing coming soon for KPTV. I'm really excited about that because that means that not only will I be able to tell you about the new releases, but I'll also be able to play clips of the new releases as I talk about them. And I love music, so I'm excited about that. So also, I want to tell you about some other upcoming events. On October 3rd, there will be a service for the Apostle Affirmation and Consecration for Apostle Johnny L. McGee Jr. Yes, this will be taking place on October 3rd. The service will begin at 10 a.m. and it will be taking place in Virginia Beach at the church, the House Church. That's the House Church in Virginia Beach. So if you want more information, check them out. I'm sure they have a website. The House Church in Virginia Beach. So we're about to wrap up. I've shared with you the goal of the show. We had a great interview. We've talked about some new music that is coming out. We talked about what's going on with KPTV, the partnership program. But as I said, every episode, I want to just give you an encouraging word to keep you inspired, to keep you pushing, to keep you motivated through the next week. So now, they're encouraging, but they're also a bit challenging too. So for this week, this is what I want to let you know. Change may be difficult, but it is always necessary for growth. There's no way that we can become the men and women that God is calling us to be when we're stuck and we're set in our ways. God is always trying to do a new thing in us and through us. But when we get stuck and set in our own ways, it makes it difficult for that new thing to come about. We've got to get comfortable with change and get comfortable with coming out of our comfort zone so that we could get everything it is that God has for us. So although you may not like change and you may not want the change to occur, change is a necessary part of the process to becoming who God wants you to be and into growing into that person that He has called you to be. So accept change. Don't push it away. Accept it and grow with it. So I thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Kingdom News. I hope you enjoyed. And what I want to tell you is that if you have some exciting news, an exciting story, a new book, a new CD, a conference, a seminar, anything it is that you would like to share, I want you to send an email to Gwen Tillery at kingdompurposetv.com. That's Gwen Tillery at kingdompurposetv.com. Shoot me an email. Let me know what's going on so that you could be my next guest. Thank you for tuning in, and God bless.